Did you know that the way you sleep tonight could be quietly aging your body, stealing years from your heart, your brain, and even your independence? It sounds unbelievable, but according to new research from the National Institute on Aging, certain sleeping positions can increase your risk of stroke, memory loss, and chronic pain by more than 60%. And here's the part no one talks about. Most seniors are doing it every single night without realizing it. For millions of older adults, sleep has become more difficult with age, tossing, turning, waking up exhausted or sore. But what if the problem isn't how long you're sleeping? It's how you're sleeping. Scientists now say your sleep position can either heal your body or slowly break it down. It can ease your joints, protect your spine, and improve blood flow. Or it can do the exact opposite. I want to get to know you better. Write your name and which city you are watching from in the comments below. Tonight, we're diving deep into the truth. The 4 worst sleeping positions you should never use after 60, and the 4 better ones that can restore your energy, improve your memory, and even help you wake up feeling years younger. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might change the way you sleep forever. We often think of sleep as passive rest, a state where our bodies are simply shut down, recharging the battery. But for the aging body, sleep is the ultimate active repair state. It's when your brain clears out toxins, your heart gets its low-pressure break, and your joints finally get relief. If your position during these critical hours is putting unnatural strain on your neck, pinching nerves, or forcing your spine into an awkward angle, you're not healing. You're accelerating wear and tear. This is why you might wake up stiff, foggy, and more tired than when you went to bed. The seemingly comfortable habits you've carried since your 20s are now actively breaking down your most fragile systems. Let's start by identifying the main culprits, the 4 sleep habits that pose the biggest danger after the age of 60. The first, and arguably the most damaging habit we see, is the dreaded stomach sleeper, what we call the face-down strain. It feels secure and comforting to sleep on your belly, but this position is a direct assault on your spine and nervous system. You are forced to twist your neck almost 90 degrees to breathe, maintaining this intense cervical torsion for hours. This drastically cuts off blood flow and nerve signaling to the brain, which is why chronic stomach sleepers often experience tingling, dizziness, and chronic neck and shoulder pain. Dr. Rhodes often points out that this posture accelerates cervical misalignment and spinal arthritis because it prevents your spine from ever resting in a neutral position. Furthermore, lying on your stomach restricts your diaphragm, forcing shallow breathing and worsening that foggy thinking or lack of clarity you might feel the next day. Next, we have a position many people use for comfort, especially if they are feeling vulnerable, but which is incredibly restrictive: the tight fetal curl, or the restriction trap. Pulling your knees tightly to your chest might feel safe, but for hours, you are holding your body in a compressed C-shape. While a slight curl is fine, a tight ball compresses the vital organs and severely restricts the diaphragm. This reduces oxygen intake, which is a major contributor to chronic fatigue and general malaise. More seriously, Dr. Hayes emphasizes that this position keeps the spinal muscles shortened on one side, contributing to stooped posture, persistent lower back pain, and a restricted range of motion, which is a key factor in increasing the risk of falls later in life. The third big mistake is lying completely flat on your back, known as the soldier position or the airway collapse. While it seems neutral, gravity becomes your enemy here. When you lie perfectly flat, gravity pulls the tongue and the soft tissues of the throat backward, obstructing the airway. For older adults, this is the prime culprit for severe obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing can stop and start up to 30 times an hour. Every time you stop breathing, your oxygen saturation plummets, putting tremendous strain on your heart and causing nightly microstrokes to your brain cells. This dramatically increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and critically, long-term memory loss. An additional complication is that this flat position also allows stomach acid to flow up into the esophagus much more easily, severely worsening painful acid reflux, leading to nightly chest pain and tissue damage. Our final common danger is the recliner chair sleep, or the stagnation risk. Often people sleep in recliners due to difficulty lying flat or severe breathing issues. But sleeping in a semi-sitting position for 8 hours restricts blood flow, especially to the lower extremities. This semi-flexed position causes significant fluid retention and swelling in the legs, a condition known as edema, which is not only uncomfortable but also increases the potentially life-threatening risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, blood clots forming in the deep veins of the legs. Beyond the physical dangers of stagnation, the angled position prevents the body from achieving the deep, restorative NREM and REM cycles of sleep, meaning you never get that truly healing rest, resulting in constant, low-level fatigue and an inability to feel truly rested. It is clear that just changing how long you sleep is not enough. We have to change the mechanics of how we sleep. We need to pivot from these 4 harmful, compressive positions to techniques that align, support, and slightly elevate the body, turning sleep from a period of damage into a nightly process of repair. By making smart, precise adjustments, often as simple as using a specific type of pillow, we can dramatically reduce those dangerous risks of stroke, chronic pain, and cognitive decline. We can transform your bedtime into a true therapy session. The good news is that these solutions are accessible and immediate. They don't require expensive treatments or doctor's visits, just knowledge of alignment and support. It is time to reveal the 4 healing positions that can restore your vitality and sharpen your mind. It is time to reveal the 4 healing positions that can restore your vitality and sharpen your mind. The fundamental shift we need to make is moving from compression and twisting to careful, therapeutic support. Our first healing position is the supported side sleep, and this is the easiest adjustment you can make tonight. For those of you who naturally favor sleeping on your side, the damage often comes from allowing the top leg to collapse forward, dragging the pelvis and twisting the lower spine. That pressure is what causes so much chronic hip and sciatic nerve pain. The solution is remarkably simple. Place a supportive, firm pillow snugly between your knees and let the pillow support the weight of your top leg. This simple action instantly keeps your hips stacked, your pelvis neutral, and your entire spine aligned from neck to tailbone, effectively turning your sleep into a gentle 8-hour chiropractic adjustment. Furthermore, sleeping on your left side, specifically with this support, aids digestion by utilizing gravity to keep stomach acid down and is proven to improve circulation to the heart. This prevents that common morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed feel like a struggle. If you are someone who prefers sleeping on your back but suffers from severe snoring, documented apnea, or painful acid reflux, the danger isn't the position itself, but the lack of elevation. This brings us to the elevated back sleeper, or what we call the anti-soldier position. The mechanism here is using gravity for healing instead of against it. We are talking about raising your head and torso moderately, ideally to about a 30-degree angle, typically achieved with a specialized wedge pillow that supports your entire back, not just your neck. This elevation dramatically reduces the ability of stomach acid to flow back up your throat, often eliminating nightly reflux and chest burning entirely. More importantly, it uses gravity to keep the tongue and soft palate forward, preventing that dangerous airway collapse that causes sleep apnea and those critical drops in blood oxygen that risk a stroke. For maximum comfort and spinal relaxation, it is vital to also place a bolster or pillow under your knees. This slight flex in the legs fully relaxes the large muscles of the lower back, providing profound relief for those who suffer from chronic lumbar pain that flares up when they lie flat. But what if you are a restless sleeper, waking up constantly with tingling hands, numb fingers, or shoulder pain? Our third method, the starfish position, is designed specifically to decompress the nerves and open the shoulder girdle. This is a variation of back sleeping where you lie flat on your back, but you spread your legs and extend your arms upward and out, forming a gentle V shape with your limbs. This posture opens the chest and shoulders, which directly counters the daily hunched-over posture we all adopt while sitting at a computer or driving. By keeping the arms slightly elevated and away from the sides, you ensure that no compressed nerves are cut off, eliminating that annoying numbness and tingling, known medically as paresthesia, that wakes many of us up in the middle of the night. This wide, open posture also promotes better blood flow to the upper body and minimizes muscular tension, helping to reduce tension headaches that often originate in the neck and shoulders. Finally, we have the gold standard for comprehensive recovery, what we call the 45-degree side recline, or the senior sweet spot. This position brilliantly blends the benefits of supported side sleeping with the necessity of elevation. It requires a slightly larger body wedge that allows you to sleep angled onto your side, but with your torso elevated around 45 degrees. Think of it as a sophisticated hybrid of the two best alignment techniques. Medically, this is perhaps the most powerful technique we have discussed because it delivers the triple punch of health benefits: optimal spinal alignment, perfectly open airways, and supreme digestive support. Research confirms that this specific elevation, especially when resting on the left side, reduces acid reflux incidence by upwards of 70%. Crucially, this subtle angle is also believed to optimize the function of the brain's glymphatic system, which is essentially the brain's nightly washing machine. This system drains metabolic waste and harmful proteins that contribute to cognitive decline and memory loss. By supporting the head and neck at this precise angle, you are actively helping your brain clean house, leading to noticeably sharper thinking and better memory retention the next day. It is clear that sleep is not a passive resting period. It is an active state of recovery and renewal. The key to feeling stronger and sharper after 60 lies not in sleeping longer, but in ensuring that your body is supported, elevated, and balanced throughout the entire night. By embracing these simple yet precise adjustments, we shift our entire mindset about what happens when the lights go out. Sleep is no longer merely a passive rest period. It becomes your body's most active state of healing and repair. This is what we call smarter sleep, and it's the non-negotiable key to regaining the energy and mental clarity you deserve after 60. Think about the cumulative power of ensuring your body is supported, elevated, and balanced for 8 hours every single night. That is 56 hours a week of active, doctor-approved recovery. Recovery that targets the exact systems most vulnerable to the effects of aging. A subtle incline is the difference between your heart struggling against gravity to pump blood efficiently and your heart resting easily, lowering your nightly blood pressure and reducing strain. A simple pillow between the knees is the difference between spinal misalignment leading to chronic daytime sciatica and your hips remaining perfectly neutral, ensuring you wake up limber and ready to move. This isn't about expensive mattresses or fancy gadgets. It is about leveraging the power of geometry and gravity to work for your body, not against it. By implementing these precise, research-backed positions, you are giving your natural regenerative systems the best possible opportunity to recharge. You are allowing your muscles to truly relax, your spine to decompress, and your brain to thoroughly clean house, wiping away the metabolic waste that dulls your memory and slows your thinking. Choosing the right sleep position is perhaps the easiest and most powerful preventative health action you can take right now. It is a nightly act of preservation. Every night you spend supported and aligned is a night you protect your cardiovascular system, nourish your cognitive function, and secure your future mobility. This is about more than just feeling less tired. It's about making sure you have the vitality, strength, and sharpness to maintain your independence, travel, pursue your passions, and fully enjoy the life you've built for yourself. Your body is ready and willing to heal. It just needs the correct platform to do so. Give your body the sanctuary it needs tonight, and it will return the favor tomorrow morning with renewed strength, lasting clarity, and full, vibrant vitality. Now that we know exactly which positions offer the most profound healing benefits, the supported side sleep, the elevated back sleeper, the starfish, and the 45-degree senior sweet spot, it's time to talk about the physical setup. Remember, this isn't about buying an expensive, complex new machine. It's about making smart, strategic adjustments using the tools you probably already have. The first and perhaps most critical step in establishing smarter sleep is creating that gentle, moderate incline. For most people, elevating the head by just 5 to 6 inches, which translates roughly to a 20 to 30 degree angle, is enough to combat acid reflux and prevent the soft tissues of the throat from collapsing, which is the major trigger for nighttime oxygen deprivation. If you don't have a specialized foam wedge, you can achieve this by simply placing a firm pillow or two underneath the head of your mattress, or even stacking firm pillows beneath your upper back, ensuring that the incline begins at the waist or chest, not just under the neck, which would only cause strain. Next, you need to address alignment, especially if you favor sleeping on your side. The simple act of bending the top knee and placing a medium firm pillow directly between your knees and ankles is revolutionary. This single change prevents the upper leg from rotating and dragging your pelvis out of alignment, which is the root cause of much of that chronic lower back and hip stiffness you might feel every morning. Think of the pillow not as a comfort item, but as a structural support beam for your spine. If you are struggling with neck alignment, particularly when side sleeping, make sure the pillow under your head is thick enough to fill the gap between your shoulder and your head. Your neck should look straight, like it's floating, not angled up or down. A straight spine, from the base of the skull to the tailbone, is the non-negotiable prerequisite for deep, regenerative rest. It takes commitment, yes, because your body will initially gravitate toward its old, familiar, harmful positions. But I encourage you to see the first week of trying smarter sleep as a transition period. Use body pillows or rolled-up blankets placed strategically behind you and in front of you to prevent you from rolling onto your stomach or into a tight fetal curl. These barriers are training wheels that help your body adapt to the neutral, healing positions. This is an investment of 7 nights for potentially decades of improved health and independence. Every morning you wake up with less pain, clearer thinking, and more energy is the direct result of the intentional healing platform you built the night before. This isn't just about sleeping better. It's about giving your heart, your brain, and your joints the maximum opportunity to rebuild and recover from the stresses of the day. This powerful knowledge and practical application is exactly the kind of evidence-based guidance we want to bring you every week here on Much More Health. We are committed to helping you turn back the clock and secure that sharp, strong, vibrant life you deserve. Now I want to know if you liked the video. Leave a rating from 0 to 10 in the comments so we know if we are on the right track.